Hey, this is Terra Invicta, and I'll have you know, Jordan, that when you do stuff like that, when anyone does stuff like that anymore, I just cut it out. I just cut it out because it doesn't make any sense to anyone who's tuning in. Why would this? No, we're trying to be professionals.
Caleb,
are we though?
This is why we don't get the big bucks.
Yeah. Because you guys, this could be us, but you playing is what I'm saying. I didn't mean that for that to rhyme. That
you
sounds
guys
weird
aren't
now.
making money off of this?
I've been paying Emily the whole time, and I didn't put everyone in the proper order.
Emily has exclusively
no.
been getting all of the money.
Strange.
Ever since Emily stopped saying one at the beginning of the video, she's been making those big bucks, you know.
I've been paying her off to not say it. Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah. She gives me a Patreon and I give it right back.
Well, what's funny about that is it would have been like I didn't say anything after you would have started it, right? Like I just said 2, and
you said 2 after I had muted, after I'd unmuted. So,
so the 2 made it in.
The 2 made it in, exactly.
Well, you counted wrong then.
What are you talking about? No, I did 3, 2. And you said 1 before I said 2, and then you said 2 after I didn't say 1.
Yeah, you said 3. Here was my experience. It was 3, 1, 2, 2, and then yeah.
I see. Well, we're here with Terra Invicta. And you know what? We could have just started. This is actually all my fault. We could have just kept going.
You're the one that had to make a big deal about it.
I know. Okay. Oh, man. I'm just staring at that bite attack that I never got to make on this screen now. So sad. So sad. For the people who didn't get the after show, take a look at this beautiful crit 29 that did 51 damage in one hit.
Oh, sorry,
amazing.
you can't avoid being stunned.
And you know what I'm gonna have to make next time is a clockwork version of the same thing that is immune to being stunned. That's what we'll do next.
No.
Just gonna fight exclusively constructs from here on out.
No. I'm just a little goblin.
I knew that was coming. She was already doing the voice.
I'm so excited to play Dungeons & Dragons with you guys. Here we are. This is Terra Invicta, and we are going to be playing some D&D.
Caleb, would you say that the unfortunate reality of not getting to do the bite attack, would you say that it
bites
stinks?
Not good non sequitur. Okay. When we last left our heroes, they had massacred an entire troglodyte village in 2 rounds, basically. So good job.
Hey, they started it somehow.
Yeah. Well, I mean, they were protecting their village, from intruders.
I was gonna say, I feel like this is pretty much our fault, to be honest,
Yeah, you didn't even try diplomacy.
We did. I was like,
no, you rolled initiative
show
and
us,
you rolled initiative
your
and
village.
you immediately attacked them on
No,
initiative.
she means before with the other guys.
Oh, well, yeah, but still.
We tried that, at least.
All right.
Is that diplomacy or is that lying, though?
That was lying, actually, yes.
What is diplomacy without a little bit of lying? Really? Honestly,
yeah.
right?
Yeah.
And that is how we know Alyssa would make a great politician.
How long does this fire elemental last?
It's still got a
An
while.
hour?
I'd have to actually check I almost said data sheet. The spell.
I was just
Conjure
curious.
Fire elemental. It's probably like an hour.
Yeah, I was just curious if we get the introduction shot here, whether or not there's a big fire elemental just hanging around. But yeah, and we see lots and lots of troglodyte bodies, just kind of scattered across the cavern.
I'm not sure since I don't have it in my character sheet anymore. I don't know exactly what item I used. Mm-hmm. So if it's Conjure Fire elemental, it's an hour.
It's elemental gem, whatever that does. I believe it might be Conjure elementals.
If but it also says it's a concentration spell, so
Yeah, I do believe we had this conversation before, and I think it's basically as if you did the spell, but the stone is the thing
I'm
concentrating.
looking it up.
I don't think it matters that much. But
Yeah, it is
I was
conjure
curious.
elemental.
Yeah.
So yeah, it's an hour.
Cool.
I just didn't remember concentration being in the original thing I had looked up. I just remembered wrong.
Yes. Yeah, I remember us talking about how like the stone is the thing that's doing the concentrating and not you, which is helpful. All right, cool. So, yeah, we see the village. This like village cavern, strewn with troglodyte bodies. We see, I think I described before that there's a whole bunch of like little huts of stone and canvas, and there's all these like campfires obviously scattered around, wooden bridges crossing across the cavern. And the walls, a lot of the walls are etched with like these cave paintings, mostly like reptilian figures. And I did make the point of saying that most of them were two-headed when you looked at them. But yeah, you see basically just like there's just a bunch of troglodyte bodies, and then at the very least take away that the like tent right that you're next to is also full of like helpless, slowly succumbing to disease troglodytes. So you can decide what you would like to do with the remnants of the village that you slaughtered, and then from there, there's also a couple of guys in cages that you could talk to. So what do we see as we like get that intro shot? We've just finished doing the intro credit sequence, and we see everybody in the wake of their destruction.
I feel like, Takeway wants to try to heal them, but I think she's gonna like want to talk to the other people like first. Like
let's get them first to see what happened, because we don't really know like what's going on in this. We don't know what's going on.
None of the trogs in the tents are going to be threats. So
we heal the other ones. We've come to save you. They're like, we didn't need saving.
We had a bunch of AC. Come on, guys.
We only need saving from you.
It's like when people like try to save others from like their disease, and they're like, we were happy with our sin,
Let's see here. So you guys you're going to go over to the cages and check out that first?
Yeah.
Cool. So there's like two large cages. They have wooden bars. They're set kind of precariously on the edge of that like ledge there, over the chasm. And as a reminder, the chasm below you here is like filled with like dead troglodytes that were like succumbed to the disease. Their skin is kind of dry and flaky and weirdly desiccated corpses. Yeah, in the pit there.
They really need to work on their skincare routine if their skin is so flaky.
Yeah, they definitely need some dandruff shampoo for sure. They have both of the cages have two individuals in them. One of them is a dead troglodyte, and the other two are the ones that we see as the tokens here.
Okay, I was gonna say, yeah.
Yeah, so they're like in there with like troglodytes who were once alive and now dead. But yeah, so we see this guy who is also a troglodyte, but that's what he looks like. He has he's wrapped in a lot of the troglodytes have this wrapping around them. So like basically as if you're a leper, right? Kind of like wrapping like cloth around your head and arms and stuff. And then he's wearing like kind of a raggedy cloak. Has big yellow eyes. And his eyes kind of like had this like it looks like he has what is it called when you like wake up in the morning and have like the eye boogers? Is there like an actual name for those?
I feel like there are, but I do not remember what they are.
Yeah, he has like massive eye boogers going on, right? Just like encrusted eye boogers happening there. But you also see this guy, a tiefling, handsome tiefling man. He has like a it's probably the beard he has is probably more scraggly than what's in the picture here. But he does have like a tasteful scar and the big red horns. He seems completely out of it. He's laying against the side. He doesn't look dead, but he looks like he's dazed or stunned or something. He's just kind of like laying there staring into nothingness. But the other troglodyte, he cringes as you approach, because Deli hit him with some of her dawn spell. So he's just like, as you guys are approaching, he's just like,
oh, no, please don't hurt me.
He's saying this in abyssal, I think. Yeah, what do you do?
Well, Jelly
Real
hasn't
quick.
decided if she wants to hurt him yet.
Well, do you understand what they're saying?
Oh,
or
no,
is
I
it just
don't.
me and
Yeah, I don't-
Takeweed?
I think it's just
Yeah.
Real quick,
us.
there is a name for that stuff.
Yes,
For your
yes,
eyes?
what is it?
It's called rheum. RHEUM, as in rheumatism. Rheum.
Oh, okay. All right. Interesting.
Fun fact. We don't have to
Eye
call them eye
boogies.
boogers anymore.
I'll still call them
As
eye
a
boogers.
medical professional, I will continue to call them eye boogies.
Yep.
There's so much room in my eyes.
I'd probably go up to the scared little guy and be like,
Yeah.
"Why are you in this cage?"
Who are you?
I'm Anna.
I'm Takewee. Hi.
Yeah.
You don't have to be afraid. We'll get you out of here.
Well, we don't want to promise that until we know that he's not evil.
Actually, here, wait. Let me actually check what languages this guy speaks. I think I just assumed Abyssal, but he might speak. Okay, he does speak Abyssal. I think you guys were saying something in Abyssal at some point, right?
I think I spoke to somebody in Abyssal.
Yeah,
Maybe.
I think.
Wait, what did we speak to the one guys in? Do we speak to the guys at the gate in common or?
Oh, in common, yeah.
But
Yeah,
he wouldn't necessarily assume in common.
I think actually, let me take that back. Let's rewind for just a second here. I forgot what languages he speaks. He does speak Abyssal, but I think his first inclination it would be to shout out in Draconic.
Oh,
I
I would say, don't worry, little guy. Like, why are you in this cage? In Draconic
Right.
instead.
Yeah, there you go.
Well, and Adela would go,
Anna, can we trust him?
Did you say that in common?
yes.
I didn't say
Yeah.
I was.
He said,
I didn't
"Oh
say I
yeah."
was gonna-
He says in common, "Oh yes, you can trust me. Ishi will be very trustworthy."
His name's Ishi.
Yes.
Wasn't that just the cutest name you've ever heard?
Yeah, he seems smaller and more emaciated than the other troglodytes. He's swaddled in like filthy rags, as I said, and what seems to be like salve-soaked bandages. And I think he has like a big red cloak, or I guess black cloak. I think it's black on this picture, and I think that makes more sense. But yeah, he says, if you set me free, you can have the wealth of the whole village.
Well, we don't really care about the wealth of the village.
Well, then, are there any magical boons that I can offer you? I'm a cleric.
I'd like to make an insight check
Yeah, sure.
just on his general deal.
Yeah.
25?
Nice. I'm gonna make a deception check for him, not because he's like per se like directly lying to you, but just actually, there's almost okay. Well, if he gets a crit, no, yeah, okay. There's almost no chance that was gonna happen. It's like you can tell that like he's definitely saying stuff to like get out of the cage, but it's not like he's gonna like spring a trap on you or whatever. He just
wants out.
Yeah, he just wants out.
Yeah.
He's promising stuff
As
that's
long
not
as I
there.
can
Like,
tell,
the village doesn't have
like,
wealth, but
Yeah, like as long as he's not gonna like get released out of the cage, stab me with one of those things that then you can't get resurrected from, and like try and kill him.
He's not secretly hiding a dark dagger that's going to steal your
Like,
soul. No,
that's really kind of what the insight was for.
Yeah.
Of like, just like, what's his general deal? If we let him out, like, is he gonna be chill?
Yep. He'll definitely be chill. He's not lying about being a cleric too. That is true.
Okay, I want to attempt to let him out because I feel bad for him, and I immediately trust him.
Well, Deli would ask,
Can you heal your family, friends, whoever they are?
Oh, as like of their like their disease. You mean?
Yeah, like he's a cleric.
Yeah. He says, I could, I would, if they wanted me to.
What?
And this is, I think, the point where you guys can tell, just like you're close enough to him. He doesn't have the disease.
Wait, why don't they want to be?
Terrible things have been happening to my tribe. Terrible, terrible things. he seems like he just kind of shrinks in on himself a little bit.
Okay, Deli trusts him now.
Do I need to make like a sleight of hand or something to try and get him out?
No, I don't think so. Like it's made to be like, yeah, I think it's simple enough. Like you have all the time in the world basically, so it's there's obviously a lock or something, but it's not hard to figure it out.
Ishi is free.
Yeah, you let him out, and he scrabbles to his feet and kind of slowly walks out of the cage, and then he says, "Oh my, oh by Ahmad's mercy," and he's just looking around at the village. Yeah, he's just in shock.
Sorry.
Deli,
Takeway doesn't say that, but
Deli does kind of feel a little guilty now.
Yeah,
this one actually seems sane.
He definitely doesn't get angry and attack you guys or whatever, but he's just like sad and shocked and horrified, and he probably just like stares for a little bit and then blinks and then says, maybe like scrabbles at one eye, gets some of the eye boogies out. He says, Please. He looks probably to you, Deli. Please don't kill the rest of them. I know that they...
I won't.
They are misled, I promise.
Who misled them?
Yeah, and he doesn't seem entirely... It's like whether or not he's unsure or he doesn't want to say. It's unclear, and at least in that initial moment of hesitation. And I think he says... You said that you were... No, I guess you didn't say that. He says, do you have the ability to heal as well?
A little.
I saw you had magic.
I can help a little. I can help some.
That's also just serious. I only have so many lesser restos before I start getting into upper spell slots.
Yeah. And he just says, how many are left? Just the helpless in the tent?
I guess
so. Is that all that is left?
The only ones who weren't out ready to ambush us as we came in.
Yeah, he nods. He says, please, I do not blame you, mighty ones. He kind of like groveling a little bit, right? But they did not do this because they were evil. Just that, as I said, misled. I need to... And then he just like starts walking over to one of the tents, like getting ready to do like divine magic.
Deli will follow to kind of just see what's going on.
Yeah, I mean, honestly, I think he just goes from like tent to tent and just starts healing all the people.
Quick question. Yeah. It's not technically a ruling, but I'm kind of curious how you'd feel about this. Mainly just because this is I don't know, this feels like it might be a bit much. Lesser Restoration I can upcast, but upcasting actually doesn't do anything.
Mm-hmm. What does it actually say that it does?
It doesn't have anything for upcasting.
Okay. So
you touch
you can do this with all spells, but there's no particular effect it gives.
Yeah, and I'm wondering, but part of me wants to wonder if I could find a way to make Lesser Restoration do more than one person if I upcast it. But at the same time,
I mean, Deli, let's think about this. Who are you? You're a wild magic druid. There's of course a way you could do more than one person.
Mm-hmm. I'm a little nervous about what that would entail.
You just got a surge. You just got a little surge, you know?
No.
Not in here. Not when
maybe what? Just a baby surge.
I'll tell you what.
Because you know what's going to happen is he's going to kill everybody instead.
I'll tell you what, Deli. So what's level spell slots do you have available to you?
Because that's the thing. I only have 1 second level spell slot, and I have 1 second, 2 third, 3 fourth, 1 fifth, and 1 sixth.
Wow, that's a lot of
spells.
A lot,
but here's the thing. Well, because I only used really 2 spell slots last time.
Yeah,
and there was
I'll tell you what, Deli. This is what I'll give you because you have weird magic stuff going on. I will allow you to heal another person with Lesser Resto. for every level above second that you cast it. But for every level above second that you cast it, you will have to roll to surge. Like not to that it happens automatically, but roll at the possibility of it surging.
I mean,
right?
It does that automatically.
Right, I know. So if you just do it at second level, you'll roll it once. If you do it at third level, you'll roll it twice. If you do it at fourth level, you'll roll it 3 times. Right? The possibility of it happening. But for everyone, you can do multiple people. Yeah.
I'll help a couple. The thing is, I also just don't want to use a ton of spell slots because we currently don't know how much we still might be in danger.
Sure. Let me take a look at his spell situation here. Yeah, so he has lesser resto. I don't think he's been spent like doing any other spells, so he can probably just start.
I think what she'll do is she'll turn. It's like
I can help a couple right now, but the rest might have to wait until morning. I'll try and help those that seem to be worse off.
Yeah. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Honestly, if you can do it against 2 people, that's everyone that's left in the village. Because he can do it 7 times.
Then I just
expends all of his spell slots.
Then I'll just need to use
does
one.
Does Benedict have lesser restoration?
Oh yeah.
He might, but he might not have it prepared, right? Like
fair enough.
That's
if the idea is to do it now, he doesn't have it prepared.
Okay.
I think before I do this, I'm just gonna turn to the others and I'm like,
I'm gonna have to get weird with my. This might end poorly, so
I'm gonna get weird.
Get ready if something happens, but I want to.
So while he's doing that, I want to try to talk to like the tiefling guy, just like in canon.
Yeah,
like,
Okay.
No, that's totally fine. I think let's go back to that because that would be happening this whole time, right?
Do I have to roll twice?
You will have to if you're going to
third level.
Third level you roll twice. Yeah.
Okay, let's just do this real quick.
Yeah, go ahead.
This might interrupt any conversation depending on what it is. Okay, we're fine.
Okay, you're good. All right, cool. So, Takui, you start talking to the tiefling. He seems totally out of it. Like again, he's not responding to you. He doesn't seem he's responding to any stimulus right now.
I want to try. I just want to try like a couple things just to like rule it out. But I want to try casting like message to him to see if like maybe he's not with it outside, but maybe in his brain he's okay.
Yeah.
So I want to like cast message to him and be like, "Are you okay?" And then see if he responds.
Yeah. He seems to like respond to you saying that. Like he looks at you, like he's not like dead or a vegetable or anything, right? But he doesn't say anything. He maybe opens his mouth like, and then nothing happens, and he just stares at you.
Okay, I want to have Lyrith cast a healing word on him, just to like give him like a couple hit points. See if
I mean, I think he has full hit points. I don't think he's missing any hit points.
Okay,
yeah, there's something else going on with him.
Would lesser resto help with this?
You could try.
Can I make like a medicine check on him to like see if I can figure out what it is? I've got a +4 to that. Why not? Let's try.
Yeah, with an 11, it's very unclear to you. You don't know if it's like on something natural that happened to him or magical. You have no idea.
Well, can I try? If Deli's only getting 2 people, would it be reasonable? I would.
Yeah, it doesn't take that long.
Okay, Can I roll would it be Master Arcana? I'll let Audrin roll Arcana. He's better at that.
Yeah, go ahead and roll medicine.
How about try medicine? 17.
Yeah, 17. I think you can tell it's magical. It's not natural. Right. Okay. He's not like in a coma or some weird. There's not a mental disorder happening here. Something affected him magically.
Lesser restoration won't help with that. Then greater restoration might.
You have dispel magic.
I don't know if I have it prepared. I do have dispel magic prepared. What kind of magic is it? I'll ritually cast detect magic to see what it is. Don't take a minute.
It is enchantment. He's under some sort of enchantment.
Yeah, Deli will try to dispel the magic then.
Okay.
I think Telly's going to take a.
That's called growing up.
Deli's going
to leaving Neverland.
Deli's going to take a deep breath. Turn to the others like,
here goes nothing.
Thank goodness.
No wild magic. Dispel magic does not seem to do anything though. You can tell that the magic
I think
is.
he was feeble-minded.
Honestly, I was going to say, Audryn, do you want to make an Arcana check to confirm that? Yeah. I think with a 20 Arcana, Audryn, it's very clear that Feeble Mind, because Feeble Mind does not get dispelled by Dispel Magic.
It's greater
it has
restoration.
Greater Restoration, Heal, or Wish are the spells you need to get this guy out of Feeble Mind.
As soon as you said that, I was like, let me check if that's enchantment.
Yeah.
I can help him tomorrow then.
Yeah. So, I mean, Ishi is getting up. So this is okay. This is
oh
what
my
we see,
god,
right?
your intelligence or charisma score becomes a 1.
Mm-hmm.
Holy cow!
Dumber than an animal.
Yeah, so
the
he's just like
is, or whatever it was, is smarter than him right now.
Yeah. So I think what you guys see, right, is Ishi is going from tent to tent, like healing everybody, and Deli helped get a couple people up. And as you guys like are trying to figure out what's going on with this dude, Ishi gets into an argument with one of them, right? So one of them starts saying, "What have you done, Ishi? Ishi?" And like they're all weak and emaciated still, right? But like this guy is like standing up and like kind of shaking a gnarly fist at Ishi and basically saying, You took the blessing of Ahmad from us. You took it. How could you? You have no right." And Ishi is desperately trying to say, "No, you don't understand, my brethren. Please, you must listen to me. I tried to warn you before." And like they're just getting like the whole village is like what's left of the village. They're not strong enough to do anything probably against Ishi, but they certainly aren't okay with him doing this. Right? Whatever just happened, like it seems pretty clear to all of you, the disease they viewed as something good. And like
even though there are piles of bodies.
Yeah. Yep. So yeah, you could try to intervene, but if you just let this run its course, Ishi's probably gonna be like kicked out of his own village again.
Seems like
we're gonna have a not a goblin friend, but we're gonna have a lizard friend.
Yeah, you'll have a Boblin the goblin.
Boblin the goblin.
Yeah.
What is his race?
He's a troglodyte.
I
know that's not insulting him. It's
I just like don't know if we're the people. Like we literally just murder their village. I don't know if we're like the people that should be like talking to them.
I mean, here's the thing though. We might as well try because they're not going to listen to us anyway.
I know, it's fair.
Yeah, I was gonna say, I'll just warn you, like just leaving him to have to deal with this by himself is probably, like, you can see it's not gonna end well. You guys can leave if you want to, or do whatever you want. Like none of these people are going to attack you, but yeah.
We just also, these are the people who are making the pearls. We're not leaving. We need to figure out what's going on.
I mean, I'm fine with like Takewee will definitely still step in. I'm just saying, like this is really not gonna go well. But Takewee will just kind of like come over and like put herself in between Ishi and like the troglodytes and just say, "This man just saved your life. You should be thanking him."
Yeah. Do you want to just make a charisma save right off the bat?
Sure. Charisma save? Man,
yeah, just again, first impressions, right? Like we usually do.
All right.
This isn't going to be the end all be all.
Oh, wait, hold on.
Yeah.
Charisma save. Hold on. I think I just rolled a charisma check. Oh, that's fine too.
Yeah, I mean,
the same.
You rolled a 13 on the d20, so you can add your bonus to whatever that is.
Well, so hold on. Why is it adding my proficiency? Oh no, it's not. Wait, why did it add a +2? I don't understand. It should only be a 15, I think.
Do you have the cloak of charisma by chance?
No.
Okay.
Well, your 2 is your charisma. What's the what? No, wait. What?
No, my 3 is charisma. I don't know what the +2 is for.
The cha is by the 2. That's weird.
Yeah, I have no
idea. But it's a 15. So
that's weird. You just clicked on charisma.
Yeah, I just clicked on charisma on X instead of.
Weird. Okay, here, wait. It's probably somewhere.
Oh, is it because I had the cloak of charisma?
Sometimes there's like a thing in this gear option that can change things like that.
I don't know. I don't have anything like that.
Like there might be like an add proficiency to whatever.
Is it possible it's my jack of all trades? Adding the +2 to it?
Maybe.
That might do it.
Yeah.
I don't know. But
right.
anyways, so I rolled a we'll just. I mean, do you want me to re-roll it, or do you want to just stick with the 15?
No, that's fine. We can stick with what you rolled. You rolled a 13 plus 3, right? You roll a 16 altogether with just your charisma save.
Yeah,
because you don't have it trained. So yeah, I mean, but 16 was all I needed, right? This is just them. I don't think a lot of these trogs like know what happened as much as the people you killed and Ishi.
I guess that's true, right? They just were kind of disoriented.
They're out of it. So like it's obvious that you were responsible in some way for this, but it's not obvious that you massacred them in 2 rounds, right? It was like a battle and stuff, obviously, but so they're wary of you, right? And they're showing you deference and groveling a little bit like Ishi was, because you're obviously such mighty warriors. But so you have a moment in which to like try to say something more substantial, right? Like they look to you, and Ishi looks to you like, please help.
I mean, like, I think like Takequi's just gonna like, especially if they're like out of the tent, or she's just gonna like gesture to like the piles of bodies that are like in the
pit,
and just say, this is no blessing, this is a curse. Your own cleric knows that this is a curse from the gods, not a blessing. Trust me, I know about blessings. This ain't one.
Yeah. Someone from the crowd yells, Ishi is a heretic. He is not our cleric.
Well, clearly he's been blessed by the gods because he's able to get rid of this disease.
They're hissing at you. It is not a curse. It is a blessing. The blessing of Ahmad.
You were all dying in the tent. You call that a blessing?
Ahmad's embrace is what we were going into. He has stolen our blessing from us.
You wanted to die.
Care. We wanted to be embraced by Ahmad, yes.
And what do we know about Ahmad? I feel like we rolled something to find out a little bit about him.
Someone failed a religion check at some point to not know a whole lot about him, but at this point you could like reevaluate and someone can make a religion check if you wanted.
I think I rolled one earlier and I had something, but I was missing a piece.
Yeah. So this is probably this is like the party probably making the roll, right? So it's like maybe, I guess Audrin has a better religion than everybody else. So just go ahead and make the roll again, Audrin, with advantage, and we can just assume that the whole party's putting their heads together to try to figure this one out. Yeah, 26 is perfectly good. So Ahmad, Audrin, is not the name of the god that you're familiar with, but it's obvious that that's where they're getting this from. The god that is the actual god, and you can, like, one of the things that, like, brings this up to you is, in the back here, over in this part of the cavern, there's, like, a big statue of a, like, reptilian, humanoid. This one has 2 heads, but, like, something about the iconography of the statue is, like, tips you off to who this actually is supposed to be. And you guys have actually come across this iconography before at some point. I don't remember exactly when, but I remember hearing it on my re-listen. And this guy is the, where is it? The Igbaye god of justice and thunder, Amadioha. I don't know how to pronounce that exactly. But there's like a couple of syllables that they've taken off of the name for their version of the god.
Pretty sure this is an anime attack.
Yeah. Amadioha! Yeah, exactly. As you shoot a lightning bolt. But
can you repeat what he's the god of again? Sorry.
Justice and thunder. So he is lizard. He's like a lizard humanoid in Igbaye mythology. Like this isn't something that they're corrupt. That part isn't the corruption. But the 2 heads and this disease are certainly corruptions of the religion. Ishi probably can explain a little bit more, and maybe did before, to Delhi about what has been happening to the tribe, right? And basically the idea is ever since they started, and Ishi can probably, well, yeah, you guys didn't really ask Ishi a whole lot about.
No, not yet.
Yeah, so I guess all you know for now is like they took the Igbaye god, corrupted it somehow. The disease and the 2-headedness, they're not original part of the religion. And yeah, beyond that, you'd have to like ask questions to figure out more. So, yeah. What's likely true with that 26, you also know Audrin is probably like the Igbaye and Troglodytes and lizard folk and other stuff like this probably at once lived together in relative harmony. Until like all the like, Igbaye Empire falling stuff happened, right?
Until the pearls came.
I was hoping that someone would. Yeah.
So, which language is being spoken for people to communicate?
Probably
right now?
Draconic. Yeah.
Oh, then I'm not talking.
Well, they can speak Common too. I guess I just mean their language is Draconic. Ishi would have been speaking to them in Draconic, but you can speak to them in Common, and they would understand enough.
I think Audrin would ask, because I assume there's some translation of like, oh yeah, it's whatever Ahmad.
Yeah.
I think Audrin would ask something along the lines of, when did he bless you, or when do you believe he blessed you with this, and why do you believe he blessed you with this, and how?
You're asking like the crowd.
Probably Ishi.
Yeah. So maybe like we get a moment where like the crowd's being irate, and you guys let them stew for a second, and like maybe just take Ishi aside and like, it's like, what's going on here, man? Like, like, how did this all happen? And I guess, he probably at that point gives you the story. So basically he says, I was once a member of the tribe's priest caste. I was honored, respected, one of the first servants of Amma to accept them. And he doesn't like specify right away. Do you press him for what that is? He doesn't seem like he wants to talk about it first.
I think Audrin would say, like, accept them as in the other villagers?
No. Accept the pearls. The orbs from below. We thought they were Ahmad's gift to us. I think now that they were a curse.
At this point, Telly's like,
where are they?
Oh, we don't have any here.
Where did they come from?
Below. At the Temple of the Ancient Ones. That is where we made our trades.
Oh
to the Lords
man,
of
gosh
Dread.
darn it, we went to the wrong location. Oh man, oh gee.
Well, you're on the way to the right location, it sounds like, right? Like, this is where, so it's from what he just said, it sounds like the actual Lords of Dread are not these troglodytes, which seemed obvious at this point, but actually some other race that they trade with from below in the underground and meet them at this Temple of the Ancient Ones, make the trade, and then bring the Shadow Pearls back up here to give to the Crimson Fleet. So they're, again, middlemen.
So Audrin would ask, what convinced you that they were from Ahmad?
Yeah, I think he says the squid-headed ones, they knew of Ahmad, they spoke of Ahmad, we trusted them. And that does sound slightly familiar to all of you. There was a squid-headed creature that you fought at the Sea Wyvern, who had like it was like a druid and had like a big dinosaur companion. It was like a squid human.
That does sound vaguely familiar.
Yeah. That would be the only like reference you'd have for that, for when he says that. You're like, I guess we did see that once.
Okay. So Audrin says, so if I started speaking about Ahmad and spoke everything that you currently believed to be true, or that you believed to be true then, if I spoke all of that and could affirm all of that, then you would believe that I'm from Ahmad. Is that my understanding?
Yeah, no, he you can see his initial impulse is to be like, of course, yes, master, whatever you want, and, like groveling, like that instinct kicks in again. But he can tell, I think, that you like want an actual answer to the question, right? Like, and I think go ahead.
What I'm trying to lead him on to is
if anyone just came along,
just because I know about it,
yeah,
doesn't mean that I am a part of it.
I think he's smart enough to understand that after a moment, and I think he says, "You do not understand, human or half elf or whatever, right? He doesn't know the difference.
Race,
pale skin, like pale skin or whatever, right? Yeah, like pink skin, flesh skin, whatever you want to call you." He says, yeah. Well, I mean, he is flesh, but he says, "You do not understand. It has been so long since any have known of our sect, of our religion. They brought us teachings that we thought we had lost, that we had forgotten. But I think they were."
Who's they?
"The Lords of Dread, great warrior. The ones below."
Ah, crap, dude. We gotta go down and fight the actual Lords of Dread.
Is there anything else you would like to know, great warriors?
Do we know why Ishi was like exiled and put in a cage?
You can ask him.
I mean, for the sounds of it, it's because he told them that this was not from Amon, and they didn't believe him like that.
Well, I would just be like, is that why you were caged up? Because you were trying to tell them the truth?
It shames me to say this, but that is not how it started. It started because I did not get Ahmad's embrace. I don't know how or why exactly. I may just be resilient to it for some unknown reason. But I tried to fit in at first. I wrapped myself in cloths. I grew my nails out to wicked lengths, like all of my brethren. I wallowed in filth, and still nothing. I never received the embrace, and after a while, I did see through what was happening.
And what's his deal? And she goes to nod at the tiefling, like,
yeah.
Why is he locked up? Who's he?
Real quick, who has the best insight? That's Anna, right?
Anna, I could only assume that it would be me.
Yeah.
What is yours?
Would you make?
I only have a +12.
Oh, okay. Mine's a +8. That's what I was asking.
Yeah, Anna, go ahead and make an insight check for me.
Okay.
I think Takewee's about to change the conversation away from something that, like, you can, if you fail this, then the conversation is going to move away from something else he might have told you, and he'll just be like, okay, I don't need to tell them that. Like, we've moved on. But if you catch his expression here, you might be able to get that piece. Ooh, only 14. I mean, I'll roll for him. Like, he has to roll deception or whatever, right? But
I rolled a 2.
It wasn't too good. Yeah. Actually, it was exactly too good, but you know. All right, cool. I mean, so he has a -1 to this.
It wasn't too good. It was too bad.
He has a -1 to this, so it's likely you'll succeed anyway. But no, yeah.
Oh, phew.
Yep. So you can tell, Anna, he's just not good at this, right? At hiding. So Takewee starts to try to change the subject, right? And you probably know, like, no, we need to stick on this.
Yeah.
Like,
For the first time ever to Takewee, I'm like,
okay.
Wait.
Yeah, and he seems like he's gonna try to still like, what? Oh, I'm sorry, what? Like he's confused as to.
No, what were you gonna say?
Oh, nothing.
It's not nothing. I want to understand what happened to you.
Why did you get put in a cage, little one?
Yeah, he's glancing through like at all of you, and he says, there was, and he seems like he's just getting more and more like pressured. Like you can see the pressure like start to build on his face, and he just says, and you can tell like he's not going to tell you unless you like. You can make a persuasion roll if you want to just like get out of him nicely. But if you fail that, you'll have to like go to like intimidation.
Does it have to be me, or can Tegu do it?
I feel like I should be your backup to intimidate him and be like, "What are you hiding from us? We just killed your whole village."
Okay, so I guess I'll roll persuasion.
Yours is better than mine, right?
I have a +3 only.
I have a +6.
Yeah.
But I mean, yeah, who's saying something? Though?
Yeah, that's what I'm like. I also have a thing that I can re-roll if I fail once.
Oh yeah.
So I can roll, and then if I fail, I'll re-roll and see.
Does someone still have a bardic?
Could I be helping?
Oh yeah, some of us still have bardics. I think that was me. I don't remember who else.
I think I also had a bardic.
Yeah, I think so.
But I was gonna say, could I?
There was 3 of us.
Didn't need them. That's
Yeah, I believe it was. I know Takewi got one.
I feel like it was Tikwi, Audrin, and Anna, but maybe not.
No, it was it Tabby?
Yeah, I was thinking
Maybe.
I think it was
might
Tabby.
have been Tabby.
I
yeah.
think at one
Let's
point.
just do that.
I'm pretty sure Alyssa had one because I'm pretty sure she was going to use it, but then didn't need it.
Yeah.
But could I just give Anna advantage with like also trying to be calming and persuasive and charismatic?
Yeah, what else do you say?
Well, I would probably just add, we're here to help. We're here to, like, we don't want to bring destruction. We don't want to hoard, or we don't want to what's the word? We're not here to amass great treasures. We're not here to pillage the place. We just have seen the horrible things that those orbs can do, and we just don't want the world to be devastated by them. So anything that you can tell us to help.
Mm-hmm. I'm gonna say right now, Anna, to actually succeed on this is like in the original adventure, this piece of information is impossible to get out of this guy short of magical compulsion and or torture. But I will give it to you if you get a crit. I will give it to you. But otherwise, you're not.
So does Audrin give me advantage with that?
Yeah.
Okay, so I'm gonna roll once with advantage, and then if I don't get a crit with that, I get to roll one more time with my Draconic Disciple feature. So I get 3 rolls to try and crit. Here we go.
So are we just taking the left one and ignoring?
No. This is advantage because Audrin gave me advantage.
Mm-hmm.
And now
right
is going to be just the left one. If I crit on the right one, I'm going to be so sad. Okay, here we go. Nope.
Yeah, so you can, like, I think he probably, you succeed on the insight. He's not good at, like, deceiving. So I guess he just says, like, I am, of course, willing to help you. You've freed my people from bondage, and I will, yes, the Lords of Dread are certainly bad for everyone, and I will help you with whatever you want. But Anna, you can still tell there's something he's not telling you.
What were you trading the Lords of Dread? You got the pearls. What did they get?
Resources, slaves. The Crimson Fleet was offering them to us. So basically, right, the Crimson Fleet came with slaves and other, like, treasure and stuff, and would get Shadow Pearls, and the Troglodytes would give those slaves and resources to the Lords of Dread and take the Shadow Pearls from them, too, right? So they would just... They're just middlemen kind of passing back and forth. So they would get to keep some of the slaves and treasure, like, on each exchange, but...
So you said that this is impossible except by magical means or... Okay.
Yeah. So if Anna knows this, right? She knows that he's still hiding something. You guys could try like getting out of him that way.
Lyrith can cast Stone of Truth. Could that work?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, but he can also just refuse to say something.
Yeah.
Right?
So what?
And you said so magical means or torture.
Yeah.
Okay, well, we're not going to torture the
No.
poor
Yeah,
man.
I figured.
But
Ellie would very
I
much
would-
oppose that.
I would try to intimidate him, but I don't
Wait.
think I would.
could we? Okay.
Yeah.
Like
he is being genuine about helping you, though.
if-
Like everything he just said, like he's genuine. Like he'll actually help you out.
If-
He'll take you to the
if-
Temple of the Ancient Ones where they had this like exchange.
If he had command cast on him
Oh.
and got told reveal, would that be a command that he would like reveal the secret?
Here, let me check lyric. Let me.
Reveal.
Is there-
I mean, Benedict
I
knows it.
feel like
I know.
it's
Is
an
there a
act.
one word? Like reveal is too vague. I feel right.
I know, but it can't be just like speak because that's
Yeah, exactly. It would have to be. You'd have to be able to find some word that means both. Both like it means in one word reveal your secrets, right?
I was trying to find a word, and I found the go-to like best word for command is demonstrate, which means to throw yourself out a window.
yeah, that's hilarious.
What
It's
if,
like a single word that means
okay,
something.
wait. Would it would we just be able to command and say spill?
Again, spill means like again. Most of these have
I
to do with
know.
like slang, like
I know.
or,
creating an action, doing
vernacular
an action,
interpretation,
I know,
which I
but
don't
that's
think
what I'm
counts,
trying.
right?
Okay, that's what I'm trying to ask. Is like,
How
Yeah.
about we say you're hiding something, and then the
Could
command is
Right? I don't know if charm person would work on him because he's already friendly
actually,
to
Audrun,
us.
what Audrun just said, I think works. If you set up the context correctly, right, that would be the trick here. Is saying to him like you're still hiding something from us, and then explain is the word. Then he knows exactly what you are telling him to do, right?
So that combined with Zone of Truth.
Yeah, I think those can work. If you, and he's not going to stop you from doing this, right? Like he's not going to attack you. Like he'll just be like, okay.
yeah.
If you want to set that up, you can.
I'm like Benedict has spell slots too. Either way,
Yep.
Yeah, it doesn't matter.
his spell save DC is 18.
Yeah, I think his. So she can cast Zone of Truth, right?
Yep.
Make sure.
But that's also a spell save.
Yeah, but we can say, but we know if he tries to succeed
true.
on it, so we'll just say fail
Okay.
this.
Okay, do that first then.
I mean, you can always just why isn't command enough? I guess is my question.
Because you can lie. Like,
Yeah, you could say
even
explain.
if the command
and,
is explain, he could just
Explain,
like,
and then he can lie. Yeah.
say whatever
yeah,
he
it
wants.
is an explanation, right? It would just be an untruthful explanation. Yeah, the way to like foolproof this is to do both. Okay, yeah. So what is her TC?
For command?
For Zone of Truth.
Zone of Truth.
Oh, is he not going to just try to fail it automatically?
No.
That's what I'm saying. Is I don't really know why.
Spell save DC 15.
Okay.
Okay, he fails.
Okay, and now command. I'll be like, "Hey, Benedict, come here. Can you?
Yeah.
Can you have him explain?" And I'd be like, "I don't know what you're hiding, but you're not telling us something about why you got put in that cage." And then I look to Benedict for him to go explain.
Yeah, and he just steps forward and very confidently says, "Explain." And then he'll make the save again, and he fails.
Yep.
Okay, yeah. So he just starts spilling. He says, let me find the notes here that I need. Let's see. He said, oh yeah, I guess he has 6 seconds in which to explain. So otherwise, if he takes longer than 6 seconds, he could stop himself. So I'll give you like the most important detail first. Instead, he's not going to go into a long explanation. Like he's understanding what you're trying to ask of him. He says, I believe that you are the prophesied hero sent to save my village, and the ancestor spirit of my tribe awaits you in the temple of the ancient ones. That's what he says.
Okay, I don't know why you couldn't have just told us that.
Because I didn't think you would go along with any of this if you thought I had. And yeah, he just seems to like think about it, and he's like, I guess you did like help me heal everybody. He was like so specifically, I guess he explains a little bit more. He said my ancestor spirit like told me not to tell anyone. Like he like got me under oath. Like you can't tell this to anyone. This is like an incredible secret. But when like people from the outside come, like you must bring them to me, and like that will help me save your people. And he's like obviously you've done much to, you know, like I can finally heal my people, but I believe that the secret to bringing them back again to the true embrace of Ahmad is for you to come with me to the Temple of the Ancient Ones and meet with my ancestor spirit.
Something feels fishy about this.
That makes me laugh, and you'll figure out why later.
Is it because it's a fish?
Yes, a fish is talking to him.
It's not the weirdest thing.
It's not the weirdest thing.
You're saying that like that's not in the realm of possibility, and I feel like it really is.
We've literally talked to what was it like that was a sea dragon that we talked to.
Treasure. Dragon turtle.
I mean, if people are feeling weird about it, I can make an insight check. But like, he's still in the zone of truth, even if
I was gonna say your insight is writing. Like he believes everything he's saying. If the ancestor spirit would have to be the person lying for this to be fishy, right? He doesn't have ulterior motives here.
It's clear that the person who's doing this is an octopus god. Octopod.
It's the Kraken. It's Golrotha from the Kraken's Cove. The spirit of the Kraken.
Oh, I thought we were saying it's the Crake spawn. That's my friend.
No. That guy disappeared because
I summoned him from a different plane, didn't I?
Yeah, he probably went back already.
In a couple days.
Yeah.
Cool. So can we go meet an ancestor spirit, guys? Wait, we have to find out what's going on with that tiefling guy too.
Yeah, we gotta still deal with him.
And I can't do that.
Oh yeah, you want to ask him about that, right? That's what Takeway was going to do.
Yeah.
Yeah, sure.
What am I going to do? I'm sorry.
And real quick, just the like further explanation about the whole thing going on with Ishi. Basically, the reason that one of the reasons that he got put into a cage is he snuck into the Temple of the Ancient Ones after a trade happened, trying to figure out more about the Lords of Dread. This ancestor spirit appeared to him, told him all this stuff, and he went back to his tribe. Basically. And basically the ancestor spirit says something along the lines of like you must here. Let me find my notes on this. Let's see. He said he revealed that the troglodyte was not blessed by Ahmad, that Ishi wasn't, and they weren't in general. And then basically he hinted that the secret truths, the Cope Ruse, the squid people were telling his people were lies, and then Ahmad's embrace was actually a disease spread by the Lords of Dread. And then the ancestor spirit offered to keep the troglodyte secret and free his people if he returned home and gathered warriors capable of like slaying some force that was like keeping him trapped here. The ancestor spirit was like implying like some magic that the Lords of Dread had put on him were like keeping him trapped here, and he could only like help free everyone, free the tribe if he came back with numbers and like attack some squid people probably. And so he's basically saying the same sort of thing to you. He's like we have to go, and like I don't know exactly what we need to do, but I'm sure the ancestor spirit will tell us when we get there. And then not only will you guys probably get to your vengeance against the Lords of Dread, but I'll get like my whole tribe will be free and everything will be great. Because he's like, so basically what happened is he went back, this is the detail I forgot, he went back to gather warriors from his tribe, and they realized, that's when everybody found out he didn't have the disease, he'd just been faking it, threw him in a cage, and he was a heretic and all that stuff. And so since then, he's like, I still need warriors, like to go free my ancestor spirit and save everybody, and you guys were the people that he thinks his God sent. Yeah, cool. So, in terms of the tiefling, what else? Oh yeah, you were asking him about it. He basically just says this is one of the slaves that got brought here, and like he's one of the ones we kept. The priests thought they could like cure him of his whatever and make him a slave, but it didn't work for whatever reason. So they just threw him in a cage and hoped he got the disease and went to Ahmad's embrace.
I can help in the morning.
So you just stick around here?
I'm guessing no, because I don't think they like us here.
They can't do anything about it. Right?
But the other thing is we have a cool dinosaur, just down the path or like an hour.
4 miles, yeah.
Still, would we rather hang out here where people don't like us or with our brand new dinosaur friend?
I prefer not to walk.
Is there a good place like not right here with all these people who don't like us, but not all the way down into the
there's
temple?
like a corridor. I actually even have a map of the tunnels directly outside of this place, and there's a place to camp there.
Is the temple even further down this path?
Yeah, I mean, Ishi, if you ask him about that, he basically is like, yeah, there's like a whole trek that we do to go. It's like it's not like super far away, but it is like a trek that we take.
Okay,
yeah.
How many days?
Let me find the exact distances here.
I figured this was like
no. This is like an actual journey
like
into
thing.
the Underdark, basically.
But what about our dinosaur friend? Is he gonna be okay?
You can go back and check.
Do you need me to run and check on him real quick?
Well, no. If we're just gonna leave him like there, is he gonna be like? Is there like things around he could eat? I guess
He's at the front of a cave. Yeah, I would think so.
Yeah. I mean, he eats fish, or she eats fish. So yeah.
And
I'm making sure. I just want to make sure dinosaur friend is okay. It's the first animal that's listened to me.
She's fine.
Okay.
I mean, you healed her, so she's better than she was.
That's true.
All right, I'm just double checking the distances here. It is 42 miles. Of travel from here. So for you, like 2 days, I think, and some change. Something like that. Yes, I mean, again, Ishi is more than happy to take you there. If you don't want him to come with you, he at least can tell you the way. Like, it's up to you guys, but
I mean, I feel like, wouldn't we want him to come to talk to his ancestor spirit?
Right. Certainly, yeah. But like the only thing would just be if you don't trust him or whatever, or something, think something else is going on, then you could just be like, nah, we'll go ourselves.
He's a part of the party now that's going to go with us until the end of the campaign. We are bringing him back to Calabar.
Yeah, and I mean, like, I don't really want to leave him here like alone with like these people who don't like him.
Yeah, they could probably jump him at this point.
Yeah, right.
That actually might be a reason to stay here. Yeah.
Where even if they're all super weak, there's still so many.
Yeah, basically it's like he's like level 7. He's like a level 7 cleric, but like if they just like surrounded him, right, they could still kill him pretty easily.
I think it's probably the best bet just to bring him with us.
So like, can we go ahead and get like a half day towards the
if you want to head out right away, you can.
I mean, I don't really know. Is there a reason that we wouldn't want to just go there?
Oh no, you guys were gonna sleep and then heal unfeeble mind the tiefling.
Can he walk? Can we just bring him with us?
Bring him with us?
Given how feeble mind works, yes, you can just like order him around and he'll listen to you. Yeah.
So I feel like let's just
understand us.
Yeah, so it actually says specifically in Feeble Mind, it says the creature can, however, identify its friends, follow them, and even protect them. So I guess I'd have you make some sort of check to like convince them like we're friendly, like sort of a thing.
At this point, would it be an animal handling check?
I was literally about to suggest that because it would have to be similar to that, right? It's not talking. It's just like doing the proper, the sort of things you would do to calm down an animal and convince that you're friendly. Yeah, for sure.
I think if that's the case, I think this is Deli's domain.
Yeah, again, he's not an animal, but he's functionally an animal for purposes of intelligence. So
Deli will take out a ration. You see?
Hey, buddy. Buddy. Come with us. Wanna come with us?
Sounds good.
16.
Yeah, I think 16 is perfectly good. He can tell that like at least you're not troglodytes, right? And that with a 16 is good enough to just be like, oh yeah, sure, okay, I'll follow this better than being in this cage with his 1 intelligence.
Delia will tie a rope around his wrist just to kind of make sure he doesn't like run off or anything.
Yeah, just like
kind of
drag him along on a leash.
Well, I don't want to put it around his neck.
No, of course, yeah. It burns us.
I was about to say that.
Yeah, that's what I'll say as soon as he comes to after Feeble Mind.
I'm gonna laugh because he's gonna have like this like really amazing like deep voice. Just watch, and he's gonna be like so smart and intelligent, and he's gonna be like, "Why did you put a collar around me?"
Yeah.
He's gonna be like,
okay.
Stupid fat hobbits.
But yeah, if you guys want to head out right away, you certainly can. Do you want? I assume you're not going to try to loot the village.
No,
I don't see why we would, unless
if we need to, we can check. I was also going to be like, if we can also check on the way out if we change our mind. But if Audrey wants to investigate,
actually, I do change one thing though. We should actually check the mages to see if they have anything magical on them.
I'll tell you right now, they don't. Their magic was mainly their spells.
Okay, I couldn't remember if the other ones had anything on them.
At the very least, it's clear that like over by their tent there was like some sort of here, let me find it. There's a bunch of clay pots containing
rupees,
nearly complete brews of black pulp poultice, the same like thing that they would put on their skin to like make the disease stop for a while. So that's the first thing you see.
See, where's the logic there? If this is a blessing, why would you want to pause it?
Because there's like a balance to be struck where you can have it for as long as possible before actually accepting it. Yeah. It is because the religion is inconsistent, Takeway. I agree.
We do have 2 black pulp poultice already. And I don't know if we're gonna get, because these are the guys that had it, so I'm not sure if we necessarily will run into more.
Do you want to make a medicine check for me, Deli?
Sure. Crit.
Oh, wow. Yeah, so against one wall of this like place over here, over by the edge, like the top left here, there are dozens of vials of actually I think this is in the tent, sorry. In the
I probably noticed this as I was helping people out.
This tent over here, the one with that had the priests in it. You see dozens of vials of strange bluish liquid. It's Sanish, a drug popular in Scuttle Cove for the euphoria it induces in its users. Although the drug also numbs
Caleb
pain.
would find a way to get drugs in this campaign too.
Well, so you can see with that 28 medicine, this is like one of the primary ingredients in crafting the black pulp poultice. So this is like the first stuff, but this is probably some of the stuff they got from the Crimson Fleet, because the Crimson Fleet bases in Scuttle Cove, to help make this poultice in the first place. They don't use it as drugs, but it's part of the thing that they put together to stop the disease. The funny thing about this, Deli, is that this drug helps pain, it numbs pain, so it could have actually helped them not be in such miserable conditions, but of course they don't use it like that.
Wait, what does this do exactly again?
So let me find it. This is an actual thing.
Here's what I will say. Here's what I will say. Deli sees it, probably goes, "Oh, we need to get rid of this," and she's about to like crush the bottles and then go. Then she's gonna think,
"Wait," and she's gonna put it in her bag of holding.
Yeah. Okay, so it has stuff, like this is a 3.5 thing. Let me see if I can translate it for 5e here. Initially, so I'll just read it off what it says here. Initially, as you guzzle it down, you feel your mind fading. You take 1 point of wisdom damage. As the milky drink takes effect, you become numb to pain for 1d4 hours, immune to pain-induced penalties such as from a symbol of pain. Sanish also causes euphoria. You take -2 penalty on all initiative checks. Taking a second dose while the first dose is still in effect causes a numbing stupor for 2d4 hours. You are slowed until the stupor wears off. And then withdrawal, every pain every pain feels sharper. When you take damage from another source, you must make a Constitution save in our case for an additional 1d4 points of non-lethal damage. Again, we'd have to adapt this to 5e, but like the general idea is it makes pain less and dulls your senses otherwise.
So it's not like not a I can't think of the word I'm wanting to use. Not psychotic.
It's like an anesthetic, right?
It's not like magic mushrooms where you'll start seeing things or go crazy.
No. It's basically
not a
hallucinogen. Thank you.
Yeah, it's not a hallucinogen.
Hallucinogen.
It's I'm trying to remember the actual term for this. Like it's basically like morphine, more or less. Yeah.
It's an opioid.
Yes, that's the word. Yeah. Indeed.
I
was waiting. I was gonna say I was waiting for Emily to say it.
I was waiting for you guys for me to understand which word you were looking for.
Yeah.
So the question I have is there a way that I can turn this into a poison?
I mean, yeah, probably. Let's see.
Part of why Deli kept it.
So it's an ingested thing. To use it like it's supposed to be used, like the drug is an ingested thing. It's not. It's not like a venom, right? It is poison, right? It's you drink it and something bad happens, as opposed to venom where it gets in your bloodstream and this. Like I'm sure it won't have some effect, but it's not made to be injected into someone's bloodstream directly.
Deli was more so thinking, hey, if this is before you described it a little bit more, Deli was thinking like, hey, if this is something that made Avner act crazy, that would be fun.
Also, wait, is there a check we can make to see if it acts the same ingested versus into the bloodstream? Because some medications are exactly the same and drugs are exactly the same ingested versus in the bloodstream.
You know, of course, I Google injecting morphine directly into your body, and the first thing that comes up is help is available. Talk to someone right now. Here's a number you can call. I'm like, no, I'm a dungeon master. Get out of here.
now your Google algorithm is going to be like all off for like a week.
Because I mean, like morphine has different like compounding for oral versus IV. But Ativan, it's the exact same medication for IV and oral.
With a critical success, Deli, I'll let you decide what it does when it's directed into your bloodstream. Is it the same?
The thing is, I don't know if at this point we have a way to do that.
Well, Audrin Audrin wanted to put it on his
dagger.
Yeah, put it on his dagger or something or bolts.
I want both of. I want it in like. Here's what I really want. I want a variety of different stabby poisons in both mine and Anna's wrist stabbies.
Oh, right. Yeah.
What about this? Yeah. What about this? When it's ingested, it does that numbing effect, like you said. But when it's like in the bloodstream, the numbing kind of takes a different effect. It paralyzes them. That kind of makes sense. I don't like.
Their synapses don't fire correctly, and they just like.
Does that make sense from a nurse's perspective, Em? From about a magical potion.
I mean, it's magic and not medicine.
I mean, it is supposed to be an actual medicine. Like, there's nothing strictly magical about it. Is there some like something similar to this where the idea would be like you numb your senses so much that like you can't move?
I guess my question is,
that's specifically like a paralytic. I mean, if you have a strong enough sedative, you don't want you like out of it.
Yeah.
I guess my question is, you say like they act differently ingested versus in the bloodstream. Like, how differently?
I didn't say they act differently.
I thought you said they acted differently.
No, they're compounded differently for the two. Like, some medications are like compounded differently for like bloodstream versus just taking it. But they are the same action of what it does. It's just the IV version might be like more potent and work faster.
I think I'm fine either way. Like, we don't exactly know what this is supposed to be made of originally. I think it's fine with a 28. We can just say, yes, like when it's ingested, it's just like pleasant pain numbing sensations. If it's directly into the bloodstream, at the very least, there's probably like a temporary paralytic effect where they just like flop down and just like can't, like it's so numbing that like they can't even move correctly.
Because it's not, because it's a little too directly in the bloodstream. They're like,
yeah. I'm down with that. If you want to gather that, Audrin.
How many vials of this do we get?
Please.
I believe it was like a dozen. Let me check. Dozens of.
Dozens.
110 doses.
I get some of those at least.
They're worth 15 GP each on the black market.
Just stuff those babies in the bag of holding.
Bag of holding. Do you have a bag of holding too, Jordan?
Yes, I do.
Okay.
There you go.
I'd like to think that this happens before we go and heal all of them, right? You just like look and you're just like, that's useful. And then you just like start scooping them all up into the bag of holding. Just
Can I like tonight?
Do you want to make an Arcana check to go ahead?
I was gonna say tonight, whenever we are like resting, then I will tinker with both mine and Anna's to add the poison thing.
Makes sense to me. All right, are you doing any more search of the Troglodyte village?
I think Jordan was going to.
Yeah, I was gonna look around to see if I could find out any other clues, hints, or ideas about the orbs.
The Shadow Pearls.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Well,
go ahead and make an invest.
Yeah. They said they gave them all away. I don't imagine they'd have anything left.
No,
it makes sense that Audrey
would
would just search around, though, in general.
Yeah, it's not to see if there's any more that are here. It's more to see if there's any more hint about like maybe how they're made or about the village that we're about to go to, anything like that.
Go for it. All right, with a 24 investigation, let me just go down each area and make sure I know everything that's here.
Jordan, did you put all of the vials in your character sheet? I'm just asking.
No, but I could.
Do you have a bag of holding?
Yes.
Okay, you can do it. You're more likely to have a reason to use them.
Yeah, I don't think there's a whole lot. I don't think you find anything, Audrin, that's like, here's how Shadow Pearls are made or whatever. The only thing that comes to mind is, did you ever investigate more of those geodes that you found at the very beginning? In that first room?
No,
at the entrance? Not. Okay. Okay, yeah, then I can't tell you anymore. If you had gone back and checked those out, but I don't think Audrin would think to do that at this point because it seems like everybody's moving on. But yeah, we see Audrin. He glances around the village, doesn't find anything Shadow Pearl related. We get a quick shot on on those geodes at the very beginning that everyone kind of just passed over. But you do find some treasure, Audrin.
Oh.
You find within the warren here, the tent with the priests. There's like a bunch of filth everywhere. So the vials were easy to find with Deli because they were like on a shelf. But you're kind of digging through all the filth in here and you find a shed troglodyte skin partially filled with shiny rocks, hunks of glass, bits of metal, and chips of gold and silver. Together, the skin's contents are worth about 450 gold.
Oh.
Why they did this, who knows? But there's a bunch of valuable bits in there. You also find a spell scroll of Evard's Black Tentacles, an elixir of health, a potion of frost giant strength, and a staff of thunder and lightning.
Is it very, very frightening?
Sure.
Mamma mia.
I had to mute my mic so I could see if I could hit that note, and I totally can. But I will not blitz your ears with it.
I was gonna, yeah. So whoever wants to take that stuff.
Do we want to take that stuff when we said we're not here to loot the place?
I was gonna say, like, it would be a bit of an impasse
What does out of curiosity, what does the Staff of Thunder and Lightning do? Just out of curiosity.
I believe it causes thunder and lightning. Maybe it's just like the call lightning spell.
If it's at the night.
Let's see. It's a +2 staff. When you hit with a melee attack using the staff, you do an extra 2d6 lightning damage. You can also cause the staff to emit a crack of thunder when you hit with a melee attack, audible up to 300 feet. The target you hit must succeed on a DC 17 Constitution saving throw or become stunned until the end of your next turn.
Do I want that?
Can you use it with your monk stuff?
Is it a full staff?
It requires attunement, by the way. Just to head it off right away. Yeah, so I again, at this point, like, this would be, if you're good people at all, you would leave this to Ishi because, like, he's the last of their priests.
Yeah.
And, like, yeah. It does a bunch of other stuff, too. But
it's just so cool. Okay, I'm reading everything.
So I guess really the question is, okay, like, we were attempting to like convince like the village people that like, hey, like you need to listen to Ishi, like you've been wronged. Didn't seem like that was really going anywhere because like if Ishi is not able to convince these people that like it's not a blessing, then he should just come with us and we should just take the stuff. But if we can, then he should be like their leader.
I just realized we never made the roll, so we can go back and finish that up. Yeah,
because I really want this staff so badly.
So you want me to fail this persuasion check?
It's so cool. I really want to kill Ishi so I can have this staff.
How many attunement items do you have already?
I don't care. I'll throw something away. This staff is so cool.
Okay. Well, let me go ahead and make that persuasion check then.
Because I was going to say, you could potentially like ask him to trade something if you already have something.
Or like make a persuasion check to be like, can I please have it? Please. Can I have it? Can I have it? Please. Oh my gosh, this is so cool.
Can I have your staff?
If it was just like buried with like a bunch of like random skin, like I feel like it's not important to them, right?
Well, we can get. Do you bring this up to Ishi? Let's put it that way.
Well, let's see how well we smooth things over with the villagers first.
Yeah, just go ahead and make the roll.
Okay.
Because I assume 24 is not bad. I assume you're like telling them all the stuff that Ishi was telling you and trying to like get them to have the context.
We are the warriors who have come to save you according to your cleric's prophecies.
Yeah, and I think a 24 is enough to basically get them to fear you. I mean, this was all.
I didn't try to intimidate them.
I know, but like they probably are just accepting it. I don't think that it's not like you actually won their hearts and minds, but you
right. No, I understand. I'm literally trying to change them. The years of.
Slow corruption of the religion.
Right, exactly.
So I think basically the idea here is when Ishi comes back,
it's one of those things where they're like,
to...
we understand that you have our best interests at heart, but we still don't agree with you.
Yeah. It's going to be a long process for Ishi to get these villagers back on the right path. But this role makes it possible for him to do so. The question is then, are you bringing him with you?
I feel like I want to because like we need him. I want him to like when we free his ancestral spirit, like I want him to be there.
Yeah,
he said he's
totally fine. Yep.
So
again, that's totally fine. It's just that like you're going to leave all these troglodytes to by themselves with literally no leaders for a while.
Well, why don't they come with us?
Just have like 9 troglodytes traipse around.
Yeah, why not?
Okay. I mean, okay. So Ishi brings up the fact. So you're talking about this, and he's like, there are many dangerous things in the tunnels below here.
Can we leave like Conrad there or something?
Okay, again, like you could. You could do whatever you want.
Conrad can turn them all into Christians, you know?
I was going to say, if you leave anyone here, it's probably Benedict. That makes the most sense.
We're not leaving our cleric behind.
Ishi's a cleric. Clerics all have the same spells.
No, they don't.
Well, except for their domain spells, but
because I'm just like, we want Ishi to come with us.
Yeah. All I'm saying, this is what I'm presenting before you, right? There are consequences to your actions. If you leave 9 helpless, like relatively helpless troglodytes in this cave by themselves, it's possible they're dead when you get back. If you bring them with you, it's possible they die on the trip there.
So you're saying the odds are better if they come with us.
They have the best chance if you give this staff to Ishi and tell him to stay here. I'm not telling you what to do. I'm just telling you, like, according to logic and like the chances that they have, that makes the most sense if you want them to survive.
Or we take the staff and take them with us to protect them.
Wait, what if? Here we go. What if I take the staff?
And you stay here and lead the troglodyte village.
No, that's it. I'm just going to take the staff. What if that?
So again, you will be able to steal this from them, no problem. They will give you the puppy dog eyes as you walk away.
No. What if? No.
Take the staff on the way out.
What if we give them something instead? What if we give them a different
I have
weapon?
a +1 staff that I could trade for them.
Of a different religion, yes. You can tell that this staff is like specifically like an artifact of a mod. They probably just like gave it up when the weird corruption happened.
That
Like this
makes
is
me
literally
feel
like I was gonna say this is
bad.
like the Moses staff for Ishi. Like if he
Well,
has
you
the staff,
didn't
he is
tell
like
me that.
it's
You
thunder and
just-
lightning. That's what a mod's deal is.
So lots of things are thunder and lightning in this world that aren't necessarily.
Yeah, I was
a
gonna say,
mod.
I'll give
Deli's
him my
magic. Is
Can I give
thunder
him
and
my
lightning.
javelin of lightning instead, so that way she can have her staff?
Again, you guys can be jerks. You can do that. I'm giving you the option. I'm just letting you know that's what it
Why
is.
are you making me feel bad for wanting something cool that you put in front of me?
Because my
Why
job
would
is
you
not
do
to just
this
give you
to
things
me?
for
We should have
free.
just killed them all. Dang it!
Can I just kill everybody real quick so I feel less bad?
Yes, Anna, you can get more dark side points.
What if we end up like we because our characters are good, Deli.
Excuse me?
Deli's not a
Deli's not good,
Deli's
but everybody else is,
isn't
yeah.
good. It's neutral.
It's chaotic
I
neutral,
am
yeah.
chaotic neutral.
Yeah. But anyway, but because our alignments are mainly good, maybe we leave it here, and then maybe we get everything sorted out, come back, and then
They're all dead, and then we just take it anyway.
yes.
Well, but then they're all dead, and whoever killed them probably takes it. So we might as well just take it from them.
Oh my gosh. So true. Great point. We don't want somebody else to loot them while we're gone.
I was actually gonna say.
I would say I really don't care about any of these other things, but if like Anna really wants to stop, I say like we just take
I
it.
don't think Anna wants to stop. I think Emily just really wants to stop.
I'm gonna bring that up. Like if Audrin is the one who finds this, right? Audrin, you instantly recognize that this is like a religious artifact of this of a mod, and taking it would basically, yes, be stealing a cultural icon from these people. One that Ishi himself could very easily use to actually have the power to get his people on track. So yes, you could take it, but you would be a jerk. You know this very instinctively, Audrin.
Can I study the staff for a little bit as a
I'm assuming you already did that.
I mean, can I study it to be able to see if I can figure out maybe if I can make my own sometime, so that I can just
yeah. I see what you're saying.
So that maybe I can actually just imbue Emily's current staff. Imbue Anna's current staff.
Make an Arcana check. We'll see like your current study. Because you have like a... I mean, you have some amount of time, whatever you would want to spend. Okay, here's the question. How long are you spending on this? How many hours are being spent before you guys actually head out?
I mean, if this is to benefit me getting really cool stuff, we can spend forever here.
We wait until they die of natural causes.
Like, if it makes sense, like if Audrin's like, I want to study this to try and be able to use this, like recreate it in things, then it would be like, okay, well, we'll just spend the night here instead of starting to go tonight.
I was gonna say maybe we spend a short rest here.
Yeah,
especially now that they're amicable to us, I'm more willing to like stick
that makes
sense.
Okay, yeah, let's just say that then. You stick around.
So
you take the night.
We're not in any. Yeah,
you're not in a rush. Yeah. Okay, so that'll lower the DC here, Audrin. Go ahead and make the Arcana check.
And am I getting help from Deli?
If you want, yep.
Sure. Deli, you better help him.
I'll say you could take a bardic from me as well. I have all my bardics still. So.
This is gonna last longer than 10 minutes.
Yeah.
Oh, that's fair. Yeah.
Whoa,
hey, I'm helping you at least.
Yeah.
Wow.
But honestly, even a 25 isn't super great. Like you can get obviously a piece from this, but like I think Audrin, if you manage to keep the staff for a longer period of time, you can study it more. This 25 is basically telling you, that you could figure out something from it if you had more time to spend.
Then that just means that Ishi's got to come with us. So sorry, guys.
Okay, wait. Further question. So
yes.
Ishi needs the staff to be able to lead his people to
probably that would give him the best chance. Certainly.
Are his people literally just these 9 guys?
I think Ishi says there's probably like a hunting party out somewhere who's going to come back at some point.
But so like 15 guys?
Something like that, yeah. And like he also says there's other troglodyte tribes nearby that like up in the like above on the Isle of Dread that they could get in contact with, and like if they needed to replenish their numbers or whatever. But
yeah, guys, we just need to leave so I don't take this freaking staff because I just want it so bad. It's so cool.
I'm so sorry, Anna.
I did look at it.
You just need to pray to Dragonborn Jesus to give you something really, really cool.
Dragonborn Jesus, why aren't you the god of thunder and lightning?
I mean, he's the god of dragons, and there are dragons that have lightning. So.
Yeah, but he didn't give me a staff with it, did he?
You know, some people would say, Anna, that God helps those who help themselves. No, you're correct to leave this. You're correct to leave this.
That's on video. That's on video.
and as we say, that's patreon.com.
Yeah. That was evil GM Caleb trying to twist the
knife. Go there for more heresy, you know?
Mm-hmm.
Oh my God.
Hey, I'm gonna just gaze at it longingly.
In the ever wise words of the Rolling Stones, you can't always get what you want.
But if you try sometimes, you just might find
you
a
can't
staff of thunder and lightning.
What you want.
I guess we're leaving everything there then. All that.
I would also. Do I have time to try the poison thing with the...
Man, why did we have to be good people? Why couldn't this be Terra Nullius? We would have taken this stuff no problem. You
would have already killed everyone. The instant Ishi started being like suspicious, you would have murdered him on the spot. Audrin, I think with the role you got, like you had to spend a bunch of time already, like looking at the staff. I don't think you had also the time to do both. So
I was going to say, Caleb, I think the clip for this episode should definitely be Emily having the moral dilemma of really wanting the staff.
Yeah. There could be some good moments there.
I want it so bad. It's so cool.
So the other question would be, Audrin, do you tell Ishi about the staff and give it to him?
Don't tell him to take it.
Nobody has to know.
Listen, Deli, if anyone did this, it would be you. You could like
Deli likes this guy.
Okay.
Deli feels for this guy. Deli's not gonna lie to him.
All right.
I think Audrin would go to him and he would like hold out the staff to him and say, these people need a leader.
Yeah, and he frowns. He's like, I thought, and his eyes widen. I thought they destroyed it. He like reaches out with reverent hands.
Audrin gives it to him.
Thank you. I thought that my people had taken the last step, had destroyed the thing that had...
So you mean to tell me he wouldn't have even known if we had just taken it?
No, yeah. I mean, there's a reason why no one was using it in that fight.
Dang.
But yeah, he just like starts like probably openly weeping, in any way a lizard can, right? And just like clutches it to his chest and just says, thank you, my people. We can return to Ahmad, truly.
Yeah. Okay.
So are we able to long rest like no problem?
Yeah.
Down here? Okay. All right. I just want to make sure we can heal up.
Yes, from all 20 hit points of damage that just take we took.
27, thank you. I was really worried there for a minute.
Yeah, all the spell slots are back and all that jazz. So then are you guys still taking Ishi then with you though to go down?
I guess not.
Yeah, just leave it here.
Well, what if we take, once again, maybe it would be better to take Ishi and leave Benedict. I just feel like it's kind of important to take Ishi back to his ancestor spirit who told him that we were coming, you know?
I mean, like, here's the question. Do you ask him about this? Do you like bring him in on the consultation?
I mean, I feel like if you'd want to stay, we wouldn't make him come if he wants to stay with.
Yeah, I mean, I think he's pretty confident at this point, given how everything went here, that like all of the signs have pointed to he needs to stay here with his people and you guys need to go save Like, because at this point, like, okay, the biggest thing, the original thing for him, right? And in the original adventure, right? If you guys hadn't just massacred the entire village and had managed to diplomatize or whatever, and had like found Ishi, he would have been like, yeah, let's get out of this village and go do that stuff so we can come back and like save my people. But like you just decimated everyone who was gonna like pose a threat. And so at this point, he's just like, okay, well, I mean, I'm in charge now. I'm the only priest left. So like, you guys can go to my ancestor spirit, and I'm sure he'll help you defeat the Lords of Dread. All I ask is that you also free him, right? When you get there. And I think that's all he needs, is that the assurance that you'll do that for him.
Okay, we'll do that then, I guess. Without the staff.
I know.
Goodbye.
And Anna, this passes without Anna ever really even knowing it existed.
Yeah.
Well, cool. Let's go ahead and take a break there.
Okay.
And
yes. You know what, Caleb? I want to.
Audrin shoots Ishi.
I want to shoot Ishi. No. I want to shoot Takewee. No. I want to take. I want to do the same kind of studying thing with Takewee's javelin to see if I can fill
Same
in
principles
space,
apply.
fill in some of the gaps.
You can do that in the future. Well, next time you like long rest or have some time. Yeah. We'll keep that on the back burner. And that you with that 25 Arcana, you've certainly got a piece here that you can then try to research more and figure out what is the essence of magical lightning? How can I transfer it? That sort of thing. Yeah, for sure. All right, love it. Let's go ahead and take a break here, and then we'll come back and do some more exploring in the Underdark when we return. Unfortunately, without a Staff of Lightning. Stick around.